Thomas going to with another video review. And today we're going to be taking a look at something that has taken me a very long time to do, and a lot of people have constantly asked me when I'm going to do it, Well, I'm doing it today, and that will be taking all these wonderfully beautiful, incredibly detailed now with repro label stickers, all these awesome construction vehicles as you can see, and we're going to be combining it into something that is absolutely Herculean, and that being the TFC Toys Hercules. Now, I know it has taken me a very long time to do these, and I want to apologize to you guys. Most of you know that I did wait because I wanted to do these with the repro labels on them. So that's what really took as long as it actually did, just to do the reviews, because the figures had to come out and then they had to get into the hands of repro labels. They had to make the stickers for them. But I think overall, it was well worth the wait. Now, assembling this guy first, we're going to take a look at his chest piece, which this is it right here. Then zoom in a little bit. Obviously, you have the repro label stickers. You just take this side here, and then you take this side here, and boom, there you have his chest piece. Again, with all the repro label stickers, this thing just looks absolutely amazing. You got the connection points here on the back, just so very cool, so much better looking than the very drab, boring purple color. This is just absolutely wicked cool. And up next comes his gun assembly. Now, this is basically what you're going to be creating. Now, this is the red version. The thing is, though, no instructions come with this. So they almost kind of tell you to create it yourself for the most part, but I'm going to show you what to do. You're going to have to forgive me. So take this, kind of flip this upside down like so, then this gun that looks like so, plug that together just like that, then take this one that's in this shape, this plugs in on the bottom just like so, come around here to this, go ahead and take this, plug that in. Now, well, actually I'm gonna go like this, take this gun here with the two little things there, plug that in, and then this you kind of have to plug this in and kind of wiggle it just a little bit. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. There we go, get that in there just so it's lined up like that, and then you take this piece, put this at the top, and this kind of slots down, and here you have the purple version of his gun. And like I said, red, purple, pick your poison. I prefer the purple just because it looks a little bit more, I guess, G1 accurate. So there's that. I love this gun though, but here you can see the generally conceived proper configuration for this guy. For the assembly of this guy, it's actually fairly simple. Starting things off first here, we're going to create his legs. And all you have to do is just take this section, fold this up just like so, unpeg these, and then get him out of the way. And then we're going to rotate these around. This is going to fold together and rotate that all the way down. And this is essentially what you're going to do with this leg. Again, untap that, rotate this back and around, then get it all the way straight. There we go. And then bring this up and fold this in, and then this kind of locks into place. So really, there you have the first leg for the guy, and depending on where you had this position, I have it usually in the back, just kind of fold that out just like so, obviously because you need to create his leg. So position this, and these are going to act kind of as his heels, and this is the toe, and you can really see what's going on here in terms of replicating how Devastator looked. Now, articulation wise, obviously he's going to have a knee joint. I'll show this off more, but when you do that, it also is going to create this kind of pivot, which you really do kind of need, because Hercules really needs to have kind of a wide stance. So there's that for one leg. Now we're going to come around here to Mad Blender, and again, another very simple transformation. Take this, loosen this. You actually want to rotate this around and then bring this up, and this is going to latch in just like so. Then take this section here, kind of fold this out, and you're going to see two little tabs right here kind of on the inside that are going to slot right inside there. You got to line those up and latch them into place, and then come around here to the back, fold these down, make sure you push all the way down, and it'll kind of lock them into place, and you're going to create his heel. Come on, there we go, just like so. And then take this, fold this, fold this. Now, one minor problem that a lot of people have had with this is the ratchet joint inside here, and it's hard to actually do it now. In the original figure, it's actually very, very loose. So this joint is always kind of flopping around, and people really didn't like that. Now, I don't know if they fixed that in subsequent releases, but to fix it, honestly, all you have to do is open this up and put, I think I actually put like a little piece of cardboard in there, and it just tightened it up just enough. But here you have the legs for Hercules, and as you can see, it's going to be pretty big. Setting those to the back, we're going to come up here to the heavy labor figure, which is going to create the torso bit. Just untab these, just like so, and then you're going to, recording this whole section here, down, and then rotate it around just like so. And you see what we got going on here with the front of the legs. Obviously, these are going to be the knee areas. Take this section here. This is going to fold back, and then you can fold that back just like so if you like. Take this bit right here, fold this, according this out, and this is actually going to plug in later on, so kind of just set it like so, and then kind of stretch these out just a little bit, and then come around here to the legs, and all you have to do is plug them in, give them a nice push, and it locks it in there very, very securely. And you can see again how big this guy is going to really be. Then take this one, do the same thing, push, get that out of the way, give that a nice push right there. That locks that into place. Boom, we're having some big, massive legs. I mean, you can see just how big he is actually getting, and he's going to be all the way up here, kind of showing the top of my wall, because right there is where my white border ends, and it's going to be so much bigger. Now, the next part here is the Dr. Crank piece. So all you have to do with this, remove this section, just like so, and then split this in half, and bring this around. But before you ever like fully actually do it, you want to make sure that you get the pegs pulled out properly. And this is always a pain in the butt because I don't have fingernails. So I'm going to pull out some tweezers. Pull this one out right here, which is going to create the elbow joint for his left arm. Do the same thing on here, which creates the elbow joint for his right arm. Then you want to come around here again. On the inside here is another little section. You got to pull that out like so, and then I think it's this one. There's a bunch of them underneath here. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and I don't remember which ones they are. Maybe it is this one. Okay, so pull this out just like so, bring this together, then this little flap here, hopefully you can see all that because I wasn't looking at my camera, which I've been doing that a lot lately, which is bad. Then you just take this section, like I said, put this together, fold this little bit over, that kind of locks it into place just like so. Then take this, well, this was here, rotate this up, rotate this down, that kind of pegs down, and then lift that up, and oop, there's his head. And look at the light piping on here. That is absolutely brilliant. Oop, don't want to put those away. The light piping on all of these figures is unbelievable. It really, really is. Now, to attach this guy, it's a little bit of a pain in the butt, honestly, because what you have to do is you have to line up all this stuff. Like you see these little bits right here. This is going to groove inside here, so kind of turn him sideways so you can see what's going on, and just push these bits down. That lines up. Get that out of the way for right now, and give it a nice push to lock it in, and push that in just like so. And then take this section here. This is going to just lock, well, not really lock, just kind of sit right up in there. So there you have his torso basically done. But again, this section here really kind of looks flimsy if you don't have it pushed all the way down and in. And again, the size is just unreal. This thing is so Devastator-like. Next, we're gonna come and do his right arm. So what we have here, you just take this, untab this, just like so, kind of according this down, and obviously you're seeing where some of the actual ratchet joints and elbows are gonna be. Bring these together, just like so. Lock them together here. They just slot together, well, sort of. Come on. There we go. Nice, like so. Now, you bring in his hand, which I got one right here. Is this the right one? We'll see. Yeah, that'll work. Actually, what you want to do is bend these just like so, and then this will tab on the inside here. Come on, there we go. Get that in there, and then push that together. Push that all together. Squish that up. Open up his hand, and there you have it. Go ahead, fold these bits down. Kind of tuck his head up so it's hiding. Fold that down just like so, and then this, you can really rotate this around. I see a lot of people going like this with it, and kind of tucking it up like so. I don't particularly like that. I like the more G1 look, I suppose. So I leave it actually dangling down just like this, and come around here to the top. Give this a nice push. And boom, now you have his arm attached, and just rotate it around, because like I said, this is going to be his elbow joint right here. So once you get it rotated like that, now you have him just looking so much better. And the last piece, this guy, one that I've never really liked, and again, this has the weakest like limb mode of all the figures. Kind of rotate this around. We're going to do the exact same thing here. Kind of bend these, fold that out, rotate that. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna go like that. Bring out his other hand, and by having these bent up like so, you then take this hand section, plug it in like that, kind of straighten all the fingers out, just like so, and then just fold these around like so. Fold that around. They're supposed to peg together, but I don't really think they hold together all that well. So if they fall apart, don't worry about it. But there you have that. And then, like I said, fold that around just like so. And then this section here, you can fold this, and really you can kind of, well, actually it's going to go this way. You can do with this however you want. It's really kind of your personal preference. I already have the connector bit right there, so come around here to his left arm, put that there, give it a nice push. That locks that in there very securely. And then the last piece is actually taking this, and to kind of complete the look of Devastator, just come around here. Well, it's not the last piece. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say it's the last piece. Fold this, you have to rotate this bit around just to create enough room, and then, oh, actually, I have that in the wrong spot. Oh boy. See, I told you guys that this video was gonna stink. All right, so there we go. And then you have a little peg right up in here that just plugs into. There's that. Straighten out his legs like so. And the last piece is his chest piece. So just bring this up, kind of line up the dots, and give it a nice little push. And boys and girls, Hercules. And here he is, fully assembled. And this thing, number one, is massive. For a size comparison, there's a can of Coke for you. There, so you can see how big he is. The dude is big. To give you an idea in terms of actual inches, he stands about 13 inches tall, which is absolutely huge. Here's my little Kaba, whatever, candy kit of Optimus Prime. It's a big dude. This guy's tiny, but this dude is big. And to really kind of help illustrate this, here he is next to the San Diego Comic-Con version of the Fall of Cybertron Bruticus. And not only is this guy just much more massive, but he's a lot taller as well. Now, one of the biggest kind of drawbacks that a lot of people have talked about with this is because of how big he is kind of floppy, as you can see, but that's just because of how big and massive and heavy he is. I really think that he's very well engineered, and my personal opinion is that this guy is better than that giant figure that's out. Now, why, my honest opinion, the reason why I say that is because in the combined look and individual mode for each of these guys, I just think that they have a much better representation of the Constructicons which they're trying to recreate. I just think this looks so much better. Now, for his articulation, the head is on this ball joint, so you get a very nice range of motion with it. You can really kind of look any way that you want. The arms here, very secured. That's one thing I love about these connectors. Well, except I don't think I had that pushed in all the way. Not there. There we go. These are very secure. That's about as far as you're going to go, though. This one here, really not that much. That's only as far as you're going to get it. Now, there's an add-on kit, which I'll probably do at a later date, but the add-on kit adds extra shoulder length, which really lets you bring these arms all the way up like they're supposed to. But as you can see, they rotate all the way around. They bend here at the elbow. They rotate at the elbow. So good range of motion, if you get that out of the way. Good range of motion with that. The wrists rotate all the way around. The fingers are individually articulated at these knuckles and these knuckles, so nice range of motion. Same thing with the thumb, actually, though, too, which is very cool. He rotates at the waist, although this bit right here kind of gets in the way. That kind of ruins the rotation, but you get a little bit of a rotation. The legs move in and out, and again, very heavy ratchets, because these figures are very heavy. They move forward, but you have to watch out for this. Get that out of the way. And they can move forward, they can bend at the knee, they also rotate at the knee, and then because of the transformation, well, not because of the transformation, the little foot also pivots as well. So this thing is a very well articulated figure that, I mean, you can see, you can get it in some pretty decent poses. Well, if you don't pull things like his arms off. Now, that was entirely my fault. Like I said, these are secured nicely on there, but if you pull too hard, they will pop off. But I mean, and when you're doing some posing, you really can feel the heaviness and weight of this guy. And I just think it is absolutely incredible. And he also does come with this gun that you can take, and there's a little, on the inside here, there's a little peg, and you got little pegs right on the handle that you can bring that in, and he'll hold that very securely. Well, if you can actually see what you're doing, there we go. Now you can have him holding the gun. Very cool. I mean, that is really, really very awesome. And this guy, like I said, is very heavy. One other little bit is he does come with that visor thing that Neckbreaker came with, and all you have to do is seriously just clip it on there, and that's it. Now, as I mentioned before, I really do think that this is a better overall interpretation of the Devastator character than the Giant figure that we've gotten recently. Hercules, for me, just really hits it on all points. Combined, he looks amazing. He looks like Devastator. He has that very formidable presence. And you can see by the size that this is no small toy. But the real selling factor on this set for me is the fact that the individual robot modes by themselves look fantastic. Even though, you know, like Neckbreaker I wasn't a big fan of, I still think it is better than what we got with the Giant. Now, each of these individual parts cost $100. So altogether, the total investment for this figure is about $600. But spread over time, it really was a wonderful way of getting us this figure without really kind of worrying about the cost. More people can easily afford $100 every other month as opposed to $600 right up front. So I really liked how they actually did that. And even still, $600 for what basically comes out to be a custom handmade Devastator is better than anything that a customizer could give me. I mean, a customizer is basically going to be taking like a whole bunch of other Transformers, like Unicron and Primus, and sticking magnets in them and making pieces fit that really aren't supposed to. And they're creating Devastator with that. This guy is all new, all fully engineered, and looking fantastic. Without a doubt, this is one of the most proudest possessions in my collection, and I'm absolutely thrilled to have it. But there you go, guys. After such a long time, there is my full video of the TFC Toys Hercules figure. I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, this has been Optibotimus. I'll talk to you later.